At 67, Linda Kozlowski reveals what really happened. After Crocodile Dundee ended, Linda Kozlowski became a household name after playing the role of Sue Charlton in the 1986 hit film Crocodile Dundee. Her portrayal of the feisty, independent journalist opposite Paul Hogan's lovable yet rugged Mick Dundee captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. The film, which was a massive box office success, catapulted both Kozlowski and Hogan into stardom, with sequels and international fame following suit. However, after the last Crocodile Dundee film, fans began to wonder what happened to Linda Kozlowski. Now, at the age of 67, the actress is opening up about her life after Crocodile Dundee and the untold story behind her career and personal journey. For many, Linda Kozlowski's role in Crocodile Dundee will forever define her career. As Sue Charlton, a sophisticated New York journalist who falls in love with a wild, rugged Australian outback adventurer, Kozlowski's performance was both charming and strong. However, after the success of the film and its sequels, she took a step back from the limelight, leaving fans curious about what prompted her decision to step away from Hollywood. In a candid interview, Kozlowski reflects on her life post-Crocodile Dundee, addressing her hiatus from acting, her personal growth, and the reasons behind her decision to leave Hollywood at the peak of her fame. Kozlowski's career seemed to take off like a rocket after the success of Crocodile Dundee. The film was an international hit, and she found herself thrust into the spotlight alongside Paul Hogan, who became one of the most recognizable actors of the decade. Despite her growing fame, Kozlowski reveals that the attention and expectations were overwhelming. "It was all so fast," she admits. "One minute I was a struggling actress, and the next, I was on billboards, in magazines, and being followed by paparazzi. It was exciting, but also a bit much." She reflects on how she felt like the pressure to maintain a certain image was stifling. "There's a lot of pressure when you're suddenly famous," she says. "People want to see you a certain way, and if you don't fit that mold, it can be difficult to find your place in the world again. I was trying to figure out who I was outside of the character of Sue Charlton." Although she starred in a few other films after Crocodile Dundee and its sequels, including Almost an Angel, 1990, Kozlowski gradually withdrew from the public eye. Her decision to step away from Hollywood was largely influenced by her desire for a more private, fulfilling life. "I just wasn't interested in the industry anymore," she says. "The roles that were being offered to me weren't challenging or fulfilling. I didn't want to be just another pretty face in a film. I wanted to focus on things that truly mattered to me, things that brought me joy and peace." This shift in priorities led Kozlowski to explore other aspects of her life. She moved to a quieter, more secluded life, where she could focus on her personal happiness and relationships. "I needed time to grow and evolve as a person," she explains. "There's a lot of pressure in Hollywood